Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we're talking about a very important problem, a bug that is here for quite a while, a stat log bug that makes this page not update no matter what you do, as well as unrelated bug, or maybe related, I'm not sure, with some perk cards switching themselves off, like tightly wound or strange in numbers, for example. And if you want to say it doesn't affect you, I can almost guarantee that this set of bugs affect you, this way or another. For example, in here I'm on a team, and my stretch in numbers is not boosting my jump. Like, I should be able to jump higher than that with stretch in numbers equipped and marsupial mutation, but I am not. About the perk card bug, I will start it tightly wound, as this is the most straightforward bug, how to fix it and how it is happening, so I can cover that already. First, it's already bugged when you spawn into the new world. So if you have this card equipped, you spawn into the new world, it will not work most of the time. The second trigger for this card to bug out is exiting or entering power armor. It may affect more perk cards than just this one. The good news is that I tested a bunch of combat-related ones, and those do not bug out. So that's a good news. Most of the combat perk cards that I was able to test never bug out. I didn't test every single one. There's just so many perks. This one definitely bugs out. Can be more? Let me know if you found more. But for me, at this moment, power armor exiting, entering, only this one is bugging out. So let's see if it's working now. So how I do that, I just start firing. So fire 1, 2. At 2, it's firing. How do you fix that? The fixing is very simple. You just need to unequip it and equip it back again. So just taking it off and equipping it again will fix the bug. You can use Loadout machine too to switch loadout. And that's a popular fix for a lot of bugs. It will make sure that all cards are being unequipped and re-equipped. But just this one I'm switching, so I'm not losing bullet storm stacks this way. And now let's see. They even just spawn in here, that's why there is so much noise. I arrived here before the event and then it decided to spawn. So now let's see. I do fire 1, and before I count to 2 it's firing, so it is working. And it will be working until I exit power armor or enter power armor. So it is working. Fire 1 and firing. So half of the time. I only need 1 second now to start firing. When it bugs out, I need 2 seconds to start firing, so it's very noticeable. What about strange in numbers? As I cannot jump high enough, and this is annoying as well. Like, why cannot I jump higher? And I'm on a team with mutated players, and I cannot jump higher. Let's see. Unequipping the card, re-equipping the card again. Still doesn't work. So that's not as easy fix. Unequipping, equipping per card is not working. I will leave the team. Leave the team. Join the team again. Still not working. So as you can see, this is a more tricky bug. Let's pop Radex. Then Radex diluted. Radex disable mutations. Radex diluted re-enables mutations. And now I'm jumping high. So that's a workaround for this one. If you're wondering, unfortunately it's harder. If you want to avoid this bug triggering, as soon as you spawn to the world, you need to join a team. And make sure that your teammate is mutated by jumping and seeing if it's a tall, high jump. If it is, then it will be working. It will not break as you are playing afterwards, but it will break initially if you fast travel after spawning into the world before joining a team. So it's important that you join a team first or use the Radex diluted to fix it. So those are per card bugs. Now the stat log bugs. There are people already around me. I don't know what's going here. Did I miss some announcement about meeting incoming? Hello. Now let's cover the stat log bug. So the bug that causing all this information here, I mean almost all, to do not update. There is a duality of the Pip-Boy, I call it. Some stats of the Pip-Boy are real and some are fake. They're not connected to actual combat and performance in the game of your character. Other stats are real and connected to your combat performance. I know, it's complicated, but I will try to make it as easy as possible. We'll only use one example. That will be a junk shield, but everything, like, I will talk quickly about some other, but most of the stuff works like that. So let's see junk shield. 116 energy resist and damage resist. That's my resistance at this moment. Almost 900 damage resist. We only remember this one, that will be easier. Let's remember 893. The bonus 116 of each. And now, let's temporarily store those junk elements. I'm storing that and checking junk shield. Still showing exactly the same. No change in here. But after I open stat page, my damage resistance dropped drastically. So this one did update. After in-depth testing, the first testing I was doing like almost half a year ago now, so it's hard to imagine. But now after repeating the testing, with all your suggestions that the things are different now, I found out that my results are different. And indeed, yes, most of the perks is updating live. It's just not updating effects tab at all. This is not updating. As you can see, it's showing the same, but junk shield at this moment provides no effect for me, as I stored all the junk. The stats updated, the junk shield provides no effect. It's like that with multiple perks like Ricochet, Nerd Rage, yes, Nerd Rage included. If you wonder about Nerd Rage, if you drop your health, you will do more damage. The floating damage numbers will not change. You will see the same floating damage numbers, but damage bonus will be applied and you will do more actual damage to enemies, which is visible on the health bar. I was doing this test too. Oh, a lot of perks is like that, and for them it's, you could say, just a visual, but it is really annoying. So what is the real part of the Pip-Boy and which part is fake? So real part of the Pip-Boy. Damage resistances are real. Those are real, and this is your actual resistance that is being used for the calculation in combat. Your damage on the Pip-Boy, this unfortunately is fake. I don't know where the game is taking this number from, but it may be similar to your actual damage done. It doesn't need to be. It's not connected, that's the point. The damage displayed here is not connected with your actual combat damage. After that, the health listed in here, that's real. That's your real amount of health. How much health you do have and how much you can tank. 415 for me in this example. The health bar down on the bottom, it's not real. This one is using the same values and the effects tab. So for example, the life giver, whatever shows in here, it's fake, but it will be used by the health bar. It will not be used by the health in here. This one will be real. And because of this disparity, quite often you can see your health bar fluctuating, overlapping the radiation bar, or different crazy stuff happening in there. That's because of the life giver. Life giver is a little bit more tricky, even in regards how it works and the bugs related to it. It's not updating constantly, even in regards to health. It only updates when you take damage or take radiation, or after a while. For example, if I unequip it now, you can see my health didn't change. The life giver is unequipped, so it disappeared from here. So you may see it not connected at all. It disappeared from here, but my health didn't change. In the same time, if I eat something with radiation, say toxic goo, my health dropped. The life giver effect was taken away. It will happen in combat as well if you take any damage, so it will update. Other way around is the same. So if you worry that life giver is not working, it is working, but it takes a while to actually reflect on your health bar. When I equip it, straight up nothing is happening. It does straight away appears in here, and because I freshly equipped it, it's a real value. As you can see, different than previous one, but it's the real value. And now if I pop something again with radiation, any amount of rats, my health updates and it's showing the same 415 as before, even though this value is different than before. So that's what's happening in here. I'm trying to be as specific about it as possible. So those bars are fake. Those values are real. This value is fake. Those values are real. Those values, most of the time, are fake. Will update if you switch loadout. So if you want to see them how they're supposed to be, if you switch loadouts back and forth, and then check, all those values are updated. As you can see, they all changed. It was 20, now it's 24. So it did update. The junk shield value went up. Basically, all across the board, it's all updated now to how it's supposed to be. But in the same time, my total health didn't change. My resistances are exactly the same. They were always correct. The effect stab was always wrong. The health bar and AP bars, those are using whatever fake numbers they will pull out from. But in here, displayed values are real. The damage on the weapon, it's fake. It's whatever the game like to display here. Usually tend to exaggerate. Like this number, quite often higher than what you are actually doing in combat. How big the disparity is, I found on some weapons that it can display like 3 times higher damage than what I'm actually doing. So it can go wild with the damage displayed, and you cannot pull the exact damage of the weapon from anywhere in game, as all displayed values are wrong, including on the weapon itself. Like sometimes it will be right if coincidentally they align with actual values, but what's being displayed on the weapon and what's being done to enemies is just not connected. They're using different calculations. The VATS accuracy here is correct. That will show you the real VATS accuracy of the weapon. But again, if you inspect the weapon, that will show you the base VATS accuracy of the weapon. Is that intended? Or is that another bug? I do not know. But as you can see, there is a lot into it. But to recap very quickly now at the end, if you want to see your real effects, you need to switch loadouts back and forth, and you will see the real effects. But for most part, the perks are actually working as intended. The perks that do bug out and are confirmed to bug out is strange in numbers that you fix by popping Radex and following up by Radex diluted when you are on a team with a mutated teammate. That's how you fix it. If that's not enough, you can try unequipping, re-equipping, and then popping Radex diluted in this order. And lastly, Tightly Wound will bug out whenever you exit or enter power armor, but you can easily fix it by unequipping and re-equipping this perk card. It is annoying because you will need to do that every time you exit or enter power armor, but at least you may have a use case out of this weapon, and if you make your power armor your second skin and avoid exiting it, it will be just fine, and this card, in my opinion, is absolutely worth it. I hope it will get fixed. And quickly, what you can rely on, Pip-Boy, are those stats listed in here. Other stats, health bars, AP bars, and damage, you cannot rely on. Those are fake. You need to investigate how much your weapon is doing by shooting enemies. And the floating damage numbers are fake too, so you cannot rely on that either. You can only rely on amount of health enemy will take, like amount of damage you will do. And that is everything in regards to this bug. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to address as many as I can. For now, thank you a lot for watching. Let's hope Bethesda gonna fix it, and see you in the next one.